The chief was just saying that we don't have the whole story, so I was just curious what the whole story was. It appears as if they were body-worn cameras in the arrest videos. Have you guys released the body-worn camera footage of the incident?
No, I do not believe our chief has done that.
Do you know what happened with that case? Was that case were charges pursued? Were they dismissed?
September of 21, the DA's office, it just says the case was disposed.
Murphy Police Department, how can I help you?
Hi, can you tell me if you know if the PD or dispatch is doing any hiring?
Give me 1 second.
Great.
Okay, sorry about that wait. Are you still there?
Yeah.
So I know for a fact that we are hiring one dispatcher still, and then PD I'm not sure about, but if you go to Murphy's website, you should be able to find some information on that on there.
Murphy's Law? Okay. No, I got a buddy of mine.
It's going to be...
Go ahead.
It's going to be murphytx.org. That'll be the website that you go to check that out.
Okay, because every time I go into Google, it just, when I type in Murphy, it just says law, as like it tries to, I don't really know how to undo that. I'm not that good. So I got a buddy of mine, he just paroled. He was mostly in the shoe, so he wasn't even in Gen Pop. And so guy's a bit of a psychopath. He despises black people, especially people that were not born here with ESL issues. So I think he might be a perfect fit. So just curious of where he could send off his information.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to the Johnny 5-0 channel. My baby daddy, a.k.a. James Freeman, just released a brilliant take on a blatant disregard for doing the right thing by police officers in Murphy, Texas. So, of course, you people all were calling the Murphy, Texas Police Department and all over their Facebook page redressing grievances of your government as per your First Amendment. And the chief of police just released a letter citing the incident is over 2.5 years old, which I have no idea how that is pertinent here. The chief of police also cites that we didn't see the entire scope of this arrest. I would simply argue, why not release the body-worn cameras of your miscreant stained officers who decided to escalate an incredibly simple matter? I suggest maybe, I don't know, wait another 2.5 years before you release the body-worn camera, exonerating your officers. This is an absolute disgrace. James did such a good job on breaking this down. I cannot do any better than he. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Murphy, Texas. A police officer spots a kid who's partially parked in a red zone. He had run out of gas while driving down the road, coasted into this parking lot, but didn't quite make it all the way over that red line. He could have told the kid to put the car in neutral so he could push it forward. He could have helped him get some gas. But no, he demands ID. This is one of those opportunities that police had to actually act human, not through propaganda and coffee with a cop, but by acting human in the moment when it actually matters. Opportunity to humanize the badge? Missed. It's not as if this kid parked here because he wanted to. He ran out of gas, and it would take these two officers all of 10 seconds to help the kid push the car a few feet forward. Rather, they want his ID so that they can write him a ticket. Now, they could also just write a ticket and leave it on the car as they would normally do for a parking violation. But these cops insist on escalating. Now, I know a lot of people will say this kid could have just given his ID and none of this would have happened, and they're absolutely right. Also, these cops could have used 10 seconds of their lives to help someone instead of hurting them.
He just got out of gas, sir. He's my son.
Y'all are stalkers, y'all are harassers, y'all are stalkers.
Hey, Dad.
Stay away from me right now.
Hold on.
My rights.
Hold on.
Parked in a fire zone. It's against the law.
I'm trying to move
Oh, yeah,
my
but
car,
his
and
car
y'all
is out
stopping
of
me from
gas.
moving my car.
We need your
Now
ID.
go away. You don't need my ID. I know my rights. I can take your badge.
He just got out
Take
of
your
gas.
badge. Really, I
Okay.
can.
Why are you trying to
If I
tease
try
him?
to do what you
He's-
did, you're gonna lose your
not
badge.
listening.
I would lose my badge if I did what you did.
Okay.
I would lose my badge. if
Please,
I did
he's
what you
out
did.
of gas.
Stay away from my mom.
I'm helping
Stay
you
away
to
from
to
me.
get him out.
Stay away from my mom.
Listen.
If you don't go away right now, both of you
illegally
police
parked?
officers.
Yeah, he can't because he's out of gas.
Okay.
It's happened to everyone.
His driver's license.
Y'all are stalkers. Stay away
I can show you my driver license. He just...
Stay away from me.
What did he do? What did he do? Did he kill someone? Did he do any crime?
Harassing me. I know you people have been stalking me, watching me, and harassing me this whole time.
Did he do anything bad? Did he kill
Stay
anyone?
away from me right
He just
now.
got out of gas. He's trying to move now.
They've been watching me in secret before this. They've been stalking me. They've been harassing me this
Please.
whole time. I'm going to report them. These police officers are,
What did he do? He just got out.
and they're still around me. I'm telling them, go away, and they won't go away. These police officers are I'm trying to move my car.
Listen.
He's trying to move his car.
I'm trying to move my car, and they're in the way of me moving my car.
Listen.
ታዲያ እስቲ በአማርኛ በስነ ስርዓት ተናገር እሺ
I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to say you don't.
ታዲያ እንደሱ መሆን ያስገድላል አታስገድለኝ እባክህ
I don't care.
እሺ በቃ በስነ ስርዓት ንገራቸው ስጣቸውና አይደን እንሂድ
Both of them are racist.
We just need to get the parking situation.
ስጣቸውን
You're here and you're a police officer. You're racist. You're gonna lose your
What
badge.
did he do? What did he do? Did he do anything bad?
Racist and you're gonna lose your badge.
Did he kill someone? Did he do
I'm
any
trying to move
crime?
my car.
Did he kill anyone? Did he do any crime? He just out of gas. He parked here because he couldn't move it. I came here to help him.
I understand
So
that.
why you need his ID?
Because he's illegally parked.
Because he's out of gas.
Okay, well, we
When
need
you-
to identify him. He's
Well,
illegally
that's
parked.
why he told me I didn't park correct. So let's go get my car. I came.
Serving people, you are
So what's wrong with it?
bothering
This
black
happened to
people.
everyone.
No, it
Go
doesn't.
ahead, get away from me. Stay away
You can't. You
Don't
can't.
touch me.
You can't be
Don't
guys out.
touch me.
Sir?
Don't assault me.
I haven't
If you
He's
touch
in violation
me,
of the
you assault
Texas
me.
Transportation
And I will
Code.
defend
We need to
myself.
identify him.
So stay away from me.
He's out of gas.
I'm out of gas. You're stressing me and my mom.
He's out of gas. That's why I came to
No,
move
you
the
don't.
car.
I don't need to give you any info.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You're
Tadej.
violating the law.
I'm not
Tadej.
violating. I'm trying to move my car right out of gas.
You're in violation of the Texas Transportation Code.
No, I'm not. I ran out
What
of gas.
kind of violation? He's out of gas.
I'm trying to move my car. You racist cops. I'll take your badges. I'll
he
take
did-
your home.
he did
your whole
his
family.
best
I'll
to
take
bring
all your
here.
money for this.
Name and date
For
of
real. I don't care about your
Get the
technicality
officer's
bullshit.
name and date of birth.
Can you give me his information?
ልስጣቸው ዳግም ምንም ታዲያ ምንም
I need to
ችግር
stay
የለም
away from me.
ጁላይ
We're just
Stay
trying to
away from me.
identify
I don't know
July
about COVID
31st.
or anything, so stay
what?
away from me.
July 31st 95 ምንም ያደረገው ነገር he didn't do anything
Stay away from me. I will use self-defense if you try to touch me. Stay away from me. I know my rights.
please he's asking you nicely
Stay
he
away from
said
my car.
let me
Stay
move
away
my
from
car
Me. Stay away from me. You're trespassing my rights. I'm trying to move my car. I'm trying to move my car and drive it home. Now stay away from me.
Until we're finished conducting.
I know my rights. I will take your badge for this.
Get his information.
I will take your badge for this. If I was the sheriff, I'd take both y'all's badges for this. That's it. Both of y'all badges gone. That's it. Y'all fired as police officers. And I'm gonna report this.
ታዲያ
Harassment. This is harassment.
What's
It's a
his first
harassing
name?
police officer.
ምን አረጋችሁ what did he do
He's in violation of the Texas
okay he just told you his reason he
Okay, that's-
he did his best to bring here
Racist.
to park
Ma'am,
so
if
that's
you
why
will give the officer his information, we will issue the citation and y'all can be on your way.
what citation he didn't do
He's parking
anything
in the fire lane.
because he's out of gas
Okay, he can tell that to the judge.
Can I have his information, please?
Don't touch me right now.
He's not
Don't touch
under
me.
18.
Don't touch me.
I
I
can't
know.
I
give
didn't
his
commit any violations.
information
I just ran out of gas. That's all
Okay.
that happened.
So
Don't
you
touch
don't
me.
wanna
Stay
help us
away from
out?
me. Y'all
I
racist.
just gave you his birthday
But I don't know his name. His birthday does me no good without his name.
Don't give him any info. You don't have to. Don't give him any info. Don't give him ID. Don't give him
Ma'am,
any information.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
let
have
you
to.
know. If we don't get his information, his name and date of birth, we're gonna have to take him to jail.
he didn't do anything to go jail ምን what did he
Tell that to
do
the judge. You need to get
ታዲያ
the officer-
ስጣቸውና ነገሮችን easy አድርገው
Don't touch me. Y'all racist cops ain't touching me.
You want to make him fleeing too?
I don't care what y'all say. Y'all racist
he just he's out of trouble he doesn't want you
Let's see what y'all do. Let's see what y'all do. Recording me.
ታዲያ ቆምና ቆም
Try to touch me. Stop. Do not move. If I touch you, my bad.
At this point, the cops could just leave a citation on the vehicle, but that's not what this is actually about. This is about ego. This is about proving who's boss. This is about dehumanizing the badge. What you're about to see right here is the reason that cops have to put out so much propaganda trying to convince the public that they're human too, because in their daily interactions with the public, they sure as hell don't seem like it.
please okay just give us ስጣቸው information ታዲያ
Too late.
what does that mean too late what did he do
He didn't fail to identify and he fled.
I don't have to.
please
You'll notice here that there are 3 police officers parked in the fire lane with no emergency and no emergency lights on. But besides that, fire lanes aren't for police. They're for fire trucks. Unlike this young man, the police are actually fully blocking the fire lane, and they have the ability to move their cars. Therefore, they broke the law by choice, whereas this young man just happened to run out of gas.
This boy, something happened to him. I go anywhere.
We tried to get you.
I go anywhere. I asked. Okay, I'm going to give you his information
It's
now.
too late. We tried to get that from you earlier, and you wouldn't give it to us.
Because he's not under 18.
Well, then you made a bad choice.
What does that mean?
That means you should have given us his
What
information
did he do?
earlier.
What? Tell me what is this mean?
He's parked in the fire lane.
He's trying his best to bring here. See, it was a long way. Stop. So he couldn't move it. I came to push for him.
Yeah.
And then get the gas for him.
Yeah.
So you arrest him. What is this wrong with it?
Because he parked in the fire lane. We were trying to get his ID.
He just telling you he didn't do anything. He just trying to get gas to move his car.
He left it in the fire lane.
He's out of gas. His car he couldn't move it by himself. Okay, I came to help him. Early in the morning.
You know what you could have done to help him? You could have given us his information, what we asked for.
I just gave him. I gave him his birthday.
And the birthday doesn't do anything, do any good without his name.
Okay, I'm trying to give him this.
Too late.
We are talking.
Too late. He fled from us, and now he goes to jail for evading.
What Sam is? I'll give you his information. Okay.
Too late. He'll be going to Wiley jail.
I know that. You are touching him. He didn't do anything. He's parked.
He's searching him for weapons.
He's almost parked. He's out of
When
gas.
he walks away from us when we're telling him to stop, if you would have just given us his name and date of birth, this would have been
He just
over.
asking you what did I do? What did I do?
We've told him several times.
He gave you the reason.
And we've told you. Because here's what would have happened. If you would have given us his information, or if he would have given us this information when we asked for it, we would have issued a citation for parking in a fire lane. You could have taken that to the judge, told the judge the reason why he was parking in a fire lane. The judge probably would have taken that into.
All right, the video ends there. I'm going to link the original video from James Freeman, aka my baby daddy's YouTube page, in the description. Go over there if you haven't already. And now it's time for some phone calls. What do you think? This is Johnny.
Hey, Johnny, this is Sergeant Sarles from Murphy Police Department. How are you?
Good. Sergeant who? Sauls?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hi. I was calling about the video that the chief just put out the letter on regarding the guy that supposedly ran out of gas that got arrested. And it just seems kind of weird and kind of wacky, kind of kooky, maybe a little nutty to not to say, hey, you guys didn't see the whole version of it. I mean, we have video of it, but I mean, it is 2.5. I mean, it's 2.5 years old, and I mean, maybe you could, I don't know if you guys are going to wait another 2.5 years to release the footage, or it just seems that if the footage is so, exonerating of your officers, that you guys would have released it at least this week, if not sooner. So I was just curious of what the thought process was there, or lack thereof.
Well, I cannot personally tell you the chief's thought process because I have no idea.
Okay.
I
mean,
personally
you see
don't know.
you see the perception though, right? That like, hey, you guys didn't see the whole thing. We have video of the whole thing, but we're not about to release it. So.
Oh no, I completely agree with you. I don't know why it's not being released. I mean, there's nothing in it that would be, a violation of anybody's rights or anything like that. I don't know why that they're choosing not to release it. Like I said, I can't speak for the chief on that. I personally don't see an issue with releasing the body camera footage. I think it would have been necessary, but
hey, okay. I was just curious. I was just trying to wrap my head around why the body worn camera footage. Do you know what happened with that case? Was that case were charges pursued? Were they dismissed? Do you recall?
I know the charges were pursued. They were sent to the DA's office. And I do not know the actual outcome of that individual's court cases or court documents.
Yeah, because I tried to look it up. I didn't really see any. I just did a cursory search, though. So, I mean, Okay, no, I was just curious if there was. Go ahead.
So I see he had a couple cases open in Collin County. Let me see. See if I can help you out a little bit. It looks like in September of 21, the DA's office, it just says the case was disposed.
Okay.
So I don't know what the DA's office did. I don't have access to their stuff.
Is that like the same as dismissed? I mean, I don't know what kind of legal jargon you guys use there in Texas. So it was.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that shows that there was like a conviction or anything. So I'm assuming it was dismissed.
Okay. Yeah, it
From
just.
what I can see.
It just. Videos like this are always popping up, and if I were a good cop, I would be so perturbed that these kind of videos that, I mean, and it wasn't just one cop that escalated that situation. It was all of the cops. So it just seems that, you know, I don't know if you guys like to try out new jiu-jitsu moves that you learned Thursday night, you know what I mean? Like, it just seems like an absolute always escalating kind of thing. And just the whole world is watching. And if I were a good cop, I would probably resign immediately for starters. I just, because you just get, you know, one gets painted, regardless of whether you're a good cop or bad cop or not, you just get painted as that there were 5 bad cops that allowed a questionable, I'll be generous, a questionable arrest on something that could have, I mean, you could have run the guy's plate. I mean, it's not, it just seemed a bit egregious, and I would not want somewhere that I was working coming under such scrutiny that could have easily been avoided. So, but yeah, I mean, if
I agree.
If
it could have been, the situation could have been de-escalated better. I want to argue that point.
Sure.
But I do know that the plate itself did not come back to the alleged owner, which is why there was a confusion on who the owner was, and he was claiming it was his car, but he was not the registered owner of the vehicle.
Okay.
So,
well, I mean, that would be something if I were on the police, I would, you know, the letter that the chief put out on your Facebook page was like, oh, you guys didn't see you guys don't know the whole story. You know, and you're telling me far more information. I mean, the point being is, why on earth would you come out with this letter saying, well, you guys don't know the whole story? I mean, we're not going to tell you or even give you a hint of the whole story, but you guys don't know the whole story. It in this day and age of everything being recorded, it just seems suspect to not be releasing the body worn, at least one officer's version of the body worn camera of the incident. So,
right, and I completely agree with you. Transparency is the best way to do it. I mean, everything we do is recorded, so, you know, for things like this. So, like I said, I can't answer on behalf of the chief because I'm not him.
If someone were to put in a public information request for that footage, I'm assuming people have. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that would be released from that point on, or do you think it would be denied?
No, it should. It's a closed case. I don't see why it wouldn't be available if someone wanted it.
Okay. Great. No, I just,
like I said,
you know,
I mean, the whole, whether I agree with, you know, how, you know, it's being talked about or not, you know, is an opinion for someone who's not at work. You know, my opinion may or may not differ.
Right.
Personally, but yeah, it's, you know, I agree with you.
Okay. No, I just, you know what I mean? It just seems like a bit of an obvious point. That's all, you know, that, so.
No, I completely agree with you. But I can tell you that the officers that were involved, there was no civil rights violations or anything like that. There was no.
Was there any disciplinary, like, hey, you guys might want to, like, learn some de-escalation, that kind of a thing?
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't have access to their disciplinary files.
Sure.
That's for the chief and the IA department.
Right.
But I know that typically with other things in our department, if it looks like somebody requires more training, the department is more than willing to send them to said training so that it doesn't happen again. I do know that we do that a lot.
Yeah, it just seems like it's just a liability issue at that point, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So the department is good about seeing where things are lacking and sending people to those trainings.
Okay.
So that is one thing that I am proud of this department for, is if they do see a deficiency, they try to fix it. But
are all those cops still on the force there?
I believe yes.
Okay. Well, just curious.
Yeah. No. So.
Great.
That was under an old chief. The video itself was from a different chief. Then we had a new chief since then, and then we are now in the process of getting another chief. So.
All right. Spirit of rotation.
Yeah. So the officers remain in place, and the chiefs seem to rotate. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't look great, but there's got to be a bunch of behind the scenes stuff going on there that no one's going to be privy to. So.
Probably, and I know there's stuff that I'm not privy to. So.
Sure. Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I appreciate your time, and tell me again the spelling of your last name.
Sarles, S-A-R-L-E-S.
S-A-R-L-E-S, Sarles. Okay. Great. All right. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Is there anything else I can do for you, John?
That's it.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks, man. So there you have it. That cop was respectful to me. I was respectful to him in return. I doubt we'll ever get to the crux of the problem here, shockingly enough. So, as I mentioned earlier, go head on over to James Freeman's page. Just spam his page. Oh, talking about alimony and it's time to pay up, and you can run but you can't hide. Oh, make me proud. He's a good sport. He and I are dear friends, and he'll love it. Thanks. We'll see you in the next video. Subscribe if you like the content.